So in the previous shiur, we're almost at the end of Torah Beis, Likutei Moharan, and we get to this part where Rabbi Nachman seems to be quoting the Zohar, although it turns out it's really a paraphrase, so we analyze that. And so what he says, Kamuva b'Zohar, like it says in the Zohar, Ikara di'it Rabisha ayin, the primary aspect of the evil influence is on, revealing that which ought not to be revealed, both means in the physical sense and particularly with regard to our lesson about emotion and not revealing the wrong emotion at the wrong time, and how great of a power we have if we can maintain this discipline and really using it to its fullest at the right times, right? Because then it gets us the ability to pray our way up to this divine location called Mishpat, from where we can draw forth new emotion that can bring about new reality. Who ikar de misuavutha, and then he says almost the same thing. And the aryan is also this revealing things inappropriately is also the root of impurity. So we already said that. Why does he double it up? And it seems to be from what we talked about in the Zohar and what's in keeping with this lesson that there's two levels. There's really before you've learned the majority of this Torah, or at least applied it, and after you have, and where you're holding then, and what are going to be some of the new challenges. And I think that as Rabbi Nachman concludes this Torah, he's giving advice to those who have already become sort of adept. And so if you're looking for the basics, we have those shiurim. They should be in the same playlist. So one difference between before you've engaged in this avodah and now that you have in your Hashem is that your mistakes were obvious before. If someone got angry at an inappropriate time, or happy, laugh at a funeral, cry at a wedding sort of thing, the wrong word at the wrong time, it could be pretty directly linked to their prayer, and that, maybe the reason that they're getting upset is because everybody has a certain amount of angry juice in their system. Hashem put it there for a purpose. It's not for nothing. We have these hormones that produce these emotions, but if it is used to its fullest extent in the time of prayer, then it helps us climb this ladder to bringing down new emotional powers into the world. But it's like finding a new color, right? Finding a new emotion. We've talked about this before. And then I won't get angry at a situation because I've already used my anger hormone for its proper use, and so then it's not still sitting there dormant for an improper use, right? It's like if you have a vessel that you use for, it's like if you don't do the dishes, right? And then there's a little bit of food left in the bowl and it just sits there and rots. Well, food's a great thing, but it's not going to be very good for your dish if you let that stick too long. And eventually it might get to the point where the dish is really, in and of itself, messed up if it sits there for a long time. The same thing. We don't want our emotional energy to just sit there and rot. We're going to put it to good use. So that's all before we've engaged to any extent in this avodah and sort of overcome the obstacles